We continue with our Yellow Jacket spotlights this morning, and it's a chance to introduce some of our casual BW fans to our women's tennis program. We've got one of the longest tenured head coaches here at Baldwin Wallace, Jack Bethlenfalvy, joining us. Jack, he's been here for more than 3 decades, and he's had a ton of success with the women's tennis program. So thanks for your time this morning. Let's talk a little bit about the season so far, and you've had a couple of matches underway already, and I know the big spring break trip is coming up down to Hilton Head, South Carolina. In your eyes, at least as we start the season, how's the season gone so far?
Well, the first 2 matches in the fall, we won one and had a real close loss on the second one. The girls played well. Very young team, very young. We just played one the other day, always a powerhouse, but that's the kind of teams I like to play. So I want to get ready for the season, for our conference, and all non-conference matches, I try to get the best teams we possibly can. So I don't worry. I hate to lose. I don't worry about the record that much out of the conference. I care about the conference.
They're going to play several non-conference schools when they go down to Hilton Head, South Carolina during Baldwin Wallace's spring break here from academic portion, and that'll be, I think, your first match is on March 5th. So it's coming up here in a couple of weeks. So you've got a little bit of a layoff between now and then. Mm-hmm. How do you try to keep the team mentally ready when there's still such a large amount of time between competition?
Well, we still practice. We go outside to a racket club close by, and we still practice and work hard and try and get ready for the spring season. Once the Hilton Head trip, it's a great trip. We play really good teams. I was lucky enough to be able to pick the teams we play. And, well, one year we came back after the Hilton Head trip at 0-9 record, and it looked pretty bad, but the teams we played at Division I to nationally ranked Division III teams, and they were good teams to play. But we came up here, we won the conference pretty easily. That was the first year we went to the Nationals. In the Nationals, we played the 25th team in the nation and beat them very good match. So it pays off. Playing the teams that you have to step up to try and play better and better, I think it paid off for us in the end.
As it pertains to this particular year, is there any couple of games that you're really looking forward to this season in conference play?
Well, we have some pretty good teams in the conference. There are about 3 or 4 that we have to really be worried about. They're very good, and we'll see what happens. I think we had a very young team. Things can happen, injuries, this or that, but we can compete.
Tennis is one of the sports in the conference. It's actually a little bit interesting because it is a split season. You've talked about playing in the fall and then playing again in the spring. How does that affect your recruiting when you talk about having a chance to go out and talk with young ladies about, well, we play kind of 2 different seasons? I would imagine some athletes would feel that would be a unique challenge.
Well, that is. Obviously, they come here, and when I try to recruit the players, I recruit them for the school. They come here for the school, their majors, because after they graduate, that's what they fall back on, not tennis. Tennis is just, we have good competition, we have a lot of fun. And it's a very short fall season, and their grades, their classes, if that comes first. So for us, there's no conflict, and we've been very lucky. All the years I've been here, I've never had one player that was ineligible because of grades. We've gone the high GPA about 5 different years. They're great. So
terrific.
It works out fine.
Very cool. When you talk about some of those recruiting efforts and how you want young ladies to be able to come here because of the academic side of things, what are some of the things that you really like about Baldwin Wallace that you think are a good draw for some people?
Well, the programs here are excellent. They're Baldwin Wallace, I know a lot of people tell me, wow, Baldwin Wallace, that's a great school. And that's true. I had one transfer here from Division I school. Luckily, I happened to be talking to her when she was in still high school, her mother, and she got a full ride to D1 school. And I said, well, if things don't work out, I coach at Baldwin Wallace, it's a great school. Well, she didn't like it. She came here, and now she's a doctor. So they have great programs, and that's what I try and sell. And then tennis is just a fun thing because they like to play, obviously.
What have you learned about yourself as a coach over the course of 32 years, leading lots of different teams and a chance to interact with, I would imagine, hundreds of student athletes?
Well, never get too upset, I guess. There's always tomorrow. We've had some tough losses, and I try to tell them. Just the other day in the first match we played this spring, I said, hey, just keep yourself at an even keel. Don't get too high. Don't get too low. And just try and do your best. I expect when they come off, I congratulate them. I say, not for winning or losing, although I hate to lose, but I congratulate them for their effort, and that's the most important thing for me because they try real hard.
I think it's terrific that the Yellow Jackets have already gotten the season underway and they've got a chance to go compete down in Hilton Head here in a couple of weeks. Jack, thanks so much for your time. Congratulations on all your success, and look forward to talking to you after an OAC championship this year.
Thank you. We'll try.
All right, Jack Bethlenfalvy, the head coach of the women's tennis program here at Baldwin Wallace.